Hello world and all who inhabit it, my name is Jessica, my pronouns are she, her, and today I thought I would record myself reacting to a duel between Sophie apparently and Virtual Damage, two people regularly active on the Junior Journey Discord who were competing for a spot on MBT and RJ's next episode of Junior Journey. Now, full disclosure, I knew before watching the video that Sophie had already been declared the winner and was already slotted to appear on the episode, so this reaction was just going to be something I was recording for fun. But then we got to Game 3, and something happened. During the game, Sophie accidentally forgot to pay a maintenance cost. This means that later on, a card was on the field that should not have been, and that card was the only reason Sophie did not lose at that moment. So, here's the footage. It starts with me doing a normal react thing and ends with me descending into madness and awkwardness in Game 3. Now, full disclosure, when I discovered this, I immediately reported it to Sophie, who then immediately reported it to Virtual Damage as well as MBT and RJ. After chatting a bit, Virtual told Sophie that she should still go on the show. There's no ill will between the two, it's just a game, and as Virtual said, neither of them noticed at the time. I'm just uploading the footage because I think it's funny. If you want to watch the whole game, sit back and enjoy. If you're just here for the misplay, check the timeline and you'll find the timestamp you're looking for. And before you leave, consider leaving a like and hitting that subscribe button if you like this content or you want to bring me some joy today. Alright, so this is Sophie apparently versus Virtual Damage in their final match to determine which of them is going to be featured on the next episode of Junior Journey. It's definitely a conspiracy theory, Virtual. Alright, so Virtual has Sidra, Dust Tornado, Jinzo, Magical Merchant, and Blue Eyes. Sophie has a couple of Storm Shooters, which isn't a great thing to see whenever you're going first. She does have Patton the Dark Clown. Oh my god. If she gets onto the show with Patton the Dark Clown, I'm not sure what to say. And in this instance, Patton the Dark Clown does indeed absorb 2 attacks, leaving Sophie's life points protected. Yeah, neither did I, Virtual. Virtual Damage goes ahead and sets his Dust Tornado. Sophie draws a Mystic Tomato. Sophie summons Storm Shooter, goes ahead and uses its effect to bounce Dust Tornado back to the hand. Activates Smashing Ground to take down Blue Eyes, and uses Storm Shooter to attack into Sidra. Virtual Damage draws another Blue Eyes and has another Sidra! So, he does the same thing he did earlier. Specials the Sidra, normals the Blue Eyes. Big ol' antagonist, kind of shiny dragons from both Arc 1 and Arc 2 showing up here as Virtual takes down both Storm Shooter for 700 and then the final Pet in the Dark Clown falls and we honor his sacrifice truly. Sophie draws a Mirror Force. Pretty good card, except for the fact that Virtual has the Dust Tornado, so I don't imagine it's going to be lasting too long. Although he also has the Jinzo, so he doesn't even necessarily need. Well, as it turns out, Sophie summons Storm Shooter, bounces the Dust Tornado, gets in for 2300. And well, she did set the Mirror Force, so the Dust Tornado couldn't interact with it, but Virtual was always going to be able to summon Jinzo. And on top of that, he drew a fucking heavy for turn. So, down goes Storm Shooter. Sophie cannot activate Mirror Force with the Jinzo out. Virtual sets his Dust Tornado for the 3rd time. Sophie has the Flame Ogre. Fucking advantage for days. She draws a card, and Flame Ogre is able to trade with the Jinzo, which is pretty good trade. Gets rid of Jinzo, and Flame Ogre replaces itself. That being said, with Jinzo off the field, Virtual is able to use Dust Tornado to take down Mirror Force. He draws a Kaiser Glider for turn, attacks directly. Oh, and Sophie draws Tyler. That being said, Tyler is not the best monster in the world to try to deal with a Kaiser Glider with. Kaiser Glider attacks into Mystic Tomato. I hope Virtual is playing a couple of Noblemans. Sets a Magical Merchant, sets a Call of the Haunted, passes it to Sophie, who draws good old Creature Swap. Sophie summons Tyler to the field, attacks into the face down Magical Merchant. Its effect triggers. Ooh, Virtual gets. This is not relevant yet, but he has 2 Blue Eyes White Dragon in the graveyard. One more, and he will be able to Dragon's Mirror out a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. In the meantime, he activates Call of the Haunted, brings back one of the Blue Eyes. Virtual trades the Blue Eyes for the Tyler. Switches Kaiser Glider to defense. Sends it back to Sophie, who draws a Dust Tornado of her own. She sets Mystic Tomato, sets the Dust Tornado. Mystic Tomato, Dust Tornado, Mystic Tomato, Dust Tornado. Heavy Storm. Goodbye, Dust Tornado. Virtual has a Witch of his own, attacks into Mystic Tomato, and absolutely nothing happens. So if he draws Bottomless Trap Hole, that's a pretty good one. Especially since at this point she's already gotten rid of Virtual Damage's Jinzo, so she doesn't have to worry about that, blocking her Bottomless. Are y'all getting into mischief? Sophie attacks into Virtual's Witch of the Black Forest with her Mystic Tomato. Virtual searches into his deck, grabs another Freed the Brave Warrior, which makes a certain amount of sense. One of them is going to get Bottomless in a couple seconds. Virtual switches Kaiser Glider to defense, activates Hammer Shot. Hammer Shot goes for the monster on the field that is in attack mode with the highest attack, which is why Virtual had to switch Kaiser to defense before he could use that Hammer Shot effectively. Virtual summons Freed the Brave Wanderer. I imagine he is... Oh yeah, I guess it doesn't make any sense to do that quite yet. Goes ahead and attacks into Witch of the Black Forest, and Sophie gets to use Witch's effect. Is it gonna be Thunder Dragon? Nope, it's gonna be fucking Storm Shooter. Oh my goodness. This is why I think you should ban Witch of the Black Forest, because it makes it harder to limit cards like Storm Shooter and Jinzo, because you always have another copy of it. Down comes the Storm Shooter, sends Freed the Brave Warrior back to the hand. Storm Shooter attacks into Kaiser Glider. Kaiser Glider bounces Storm Shooter, which isn't even that good because now Sophie's going to be able to summon Storm Shooter again and get to use its effect again. Virtual Damage is able to summon Chaos Sorcerer. Sophie has the Bottomless. Oh, are there 5 dragons in there yet? I don't think so. Yeah, there's only the 3. Virtual brings out Freed the Brave Wanderer. Sophie knows about, already knew about a Freed, but she didn't know about she doesn't know about Freed number 2 yet. She summons BES Tetran to the field, which I imagine she's gonna use to attack into Freed. Down goes Freed, and down goes BES's that sentence did not go well. Virtual Damage uses Smashing Ground to take out BES Tetran, summons Freed the Brave Wanderer. What is that face down? It's a creature swap, it's a bluff. So Virtual Damage is able to get in with Freed the Brave Wanderer, putting Sophie down to just 1400. Hello, little man. Sophie summons Storm Shooter to the field. She cannot use the effect to bounce Freed because she needs to get Freed into the graveyard. Ooh, that is interesting. That's a really strong card, but Virtual needs to survive long enough. Yeah, Virtual needs to survive the next turn. If he can activate Dragon's Mirror, he might be able to just win the game outright. But if Sophie draws something with at least 2,000 attack, she can win the game before Virtual has a chance to get any of this stuff off. A lot rides on whatever Sophie draws next, because none of her 3 present cards are useful in this situation. She can use Giant Trunade or Heavy Storm, Oh, but Virtual is gonna have the fucking Dragon's Mirror. So what can Virtual summon? Virtual can summon Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. He can summon a five-headed dragon. Neither of the cards on the field really help Sophie. So I think this should be the end of the game if Virtual doesn't get too scared of Sophie's face-down cards. Oh, it's the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. You gotta summon the Sidra. You gotta summon the Sidra and win the game now. You have to summon the Sidra and win the... Oh, shit. Oh, no. Oh, fuck me. Ooh, that's rough. That's really bad. Sophie has the creature swap. She's gonna summon Flame Ogre, draw a card. Raigeki Break, that's even worse for Virtual. Ooh, I think that might be it for... Well, the other side of this, though, is that Future Fusion is going off next turn. I almost forgot about the Future Fusion. But there's still a Raigeki Break. Oh, but Virtual draws the Smashing Ground! Holy shit. Now Virtual has a fucking five-headed dragon versus the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon that Sophie fucking stole from him. Oh, there's the Raigeki Break. There's the Smashing Ground. And down comes Blue Eyes White Dragon. Virtual's gonna set Cyber Dragon. Sophie gets the Ultimate Tyranno for a turn, attacks into Sidra. Ooh, this isn't looking good. Oh, that's it! That is it! That will be the end of the game! There's no way Sophie doesn't attack here, right? Oh, yeah, she also has a Heavy Storm, so it's fine. What a game! Holy fucking shit. Ooh. Sophie is off to the races with a BES Tetran and a Bottomless. Virtual is off to the races, but a little bit more. Now, it doesn't matter too much that Sophie already has a Bottomless, because the fact that Virtual is getting 5 monsters into his graveyard and also has a Monster Reborn in his opening hand means that he's got 2 very strong monsters in his immediate future. The bigger potential issue for Virtual is, of course, the creature swap, plus the 2 Mystic Tomatoes. Oh, Sophie's gonna go for the Bottomless Trap Hole immediately, taking out Freed the Brave Wanderer so that Freed cannot take out BES Tetran. BES Tetran gets rid of one of its counters to take out Virtual's Bottomless Trap Hole. That's 1 turn on Future Fusion. Down comes Pettin' the Dark Clown to go ahead and bounce that face down card. Virtual's also able to get off a Monster Reborn, which will leave Tetran without any tokens. In addition, it will leave Virtual with 2 monsters whenever Sophie probably activates Creature Swap next turn, which is better than only having the 1 monster. I imagine Virtual is going to give her Blue Eyes White Dragon, which isn't great, but it's still better than giving Sophie the Storm Shooter because of an absolutely incredible rulings thing with Creature Swap and Storm Shooter. Oh, well, Sophie is just going to set a Mystic Tomato. I guess it makes sense to wait to get off Creature Swap until after the Future Fusion Bungus is out. And down comes Five-Headed Dragon for the 2nd time this match. Virtual Damage summons Blue Eyes White Dragon, which might be overextending a little bit. I'm not sure, actually, because this is going to go into a Mystic Tomato, which has to summon the thing in attack mode, which means Virtual is going to get in with a massive amount of damage with Five-Headed Dragon. And that's all well and good, but... But this is still a format with Dark Hole and 3 copies of Lightning Vortex. That being said, Sophie's life points are all the fucking way down to 1900. And Sophie doesn't have any of the big field clearers. She has Ultimate Tyranno, which can clear 2 of Virtual Damage's monsters and then not leave itself on the field afterwards. So it looks like she's gonna go for that. Ultimate Tyranno takes out Storm Shooter, uses its effect to attack into Blue Eyes White Dragon, destroying the Blue Eyes and itself. What is the strategy here? I don't think Sophie is able to win from this position, right? Isn't she out of Pettins? Oh. So that's gonna take out the 5-headed dragon. Okay, that makes sense. Wait, hold on. Didn't you just normal the Ultimate Tyranno? It seems like Sophie's probably going to lose, so I don't know how much it matters, but I'll have to look at the footage. I will have to look at that footage later to figure out if I missed something, but I'm pretty sure Sophie normal summoned twice there. So Virtual has the Chaos Sorcerer. Yeah, that's true. I guess, like, the fact that Sophie had the Pettin in her hand meant that Virtual Damage didn't know 100% that the Pettin on the field wasn't going to bring out another one. That being said, Virtual gets out Chaos Sorcerer and banishes the Pettin, which is unnecessary, but then he also has a Storm Shooter to bounce Sophie's other monster and take the game, despite Sophie cheating. Okay, now it's time for round 3. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, okay. Virtual went and then didn't play anything. For a second I thought Sophie was drawing for turn. But no, she normal summons Flame Ogre and it eats a hammer shot. Virtual Damage brings out a Witch of the Black Forest, attacks into Sophie. Sophie draws a Mystic Tomato for turn. She's gonna have to play around the Witch of the Black Forest eventually. And for right now, she decides to... she sets the Mystic Tomato. She remembers at the last second to set it in the zone that Witch of the Black Forest is already occupying, so it doesn't get fucking Storm Shooter, but it does get fucking Noblemanned, so that's not a whole lot better. Virtual gets out the Freed, the Brave Wanderer, attacks directly with both Witch and Freed, sets a Dust Tornado, and sends it over to Sophie. Makes the most sense to bring out BES, try to take out the face down card, and then try to take out Freed, I think. You could also Dark Hole, but that breaks even because of Witch of the Black Forest. Sophie summons, yeah, BES Tetran. Uses its effect to get rid of that Dust Tornado. And yeah, goes into the battle phase, takes out Freed the Brave Wanderer. Tetran loses a counter. Tetran loses a counter here. Tetran should have lost another counter. Ooh, I hope that's not relevant. Uh-oh. Alright, Blue Eyes attacks into Tetran, which currently has 1 counter showing, but should have 0 counters showing. Alright, so BES attacks into Witch of the Black Forest, and that should... BES should no longer be on the field. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Tetran shouldn't be on the field right now. I hope that's not relevant. Later on. Wait. How did you normal another monster? What the fuck is going on, Sophie? That Tetran should not be on the field. That is very problematic for this game state. Alright, Virtual summons a Jinzo. Oh god, I'm gonna have to... I was recording this for fun, because I was excited about this duel. But now I'm gonna have to watch this footage later on. Rewatch it myself before I like even edit it for fun or anything. That's a huge problem though, because Jinzo plus Pet and the Dark Clown is lethal here if BES Tetran is not on the field, and it should not be on the field. Oh no! Well, that may be... This is like a Steve Harvey situation where it's not my fault. Yeah, that's the Ultimate Tyranno that shouldn't be on the field. God damn it. Yeah, the game should be over right now, right? Am I missing something? Alright, now I'm just fast forwarding through this to see how the game concludes. And it goes on and on and on. Alright, well, that is the end of the game, and I have some footage to look at.